Hi guys, it's Dash from Bloom Where You're Planted, and today it is a rainy day. The rain barrels are full to overflowing, and usually my cup is half full, but today my cup is half empty. I'm just having a hard time getting motivated and just keeping optimistic. So maybe it started with this. My feeling of the cup is half empty. I think kind of started with Dottie. It's been about 25 days and we have no chicks. There are no chicks under there. I checked and there's a broken egg. So I don't think these eggs are viable. I don't think they're going to turn into chicks. So I'll give a few more days and then decide what to do. Maybe we'll get some more eggs and try again. I'm not sure. It's going to be a really rainy week and I hate homesteading in the rain. Hate it. It's also super hard to film in the rain, but hate homesteading in it. I would rather have freezing water crocs, I think, than be sloshing through everything, trying to keep everybody dry and happy, and their food dry and clean. So, yeah, definitely all adds to my feeling of my cup half empty. I came up with 8 things about homesteading that I thought would go one way or hoped it would go one way, and it did not go that way. Okay, so number 1. I usually love gardening. This is my favorite part about homesteading. I just love it. I love everything about it. But I have 5 kids, 500 kids, and most of them are huge carb eaters. They're boys, teenage boys, huge carb eaters, and they need a lot of carbohydrates, which I cannot grow in my garden. Well, definitely I've added to the nutrition of my family, and I eat a lot of food from the garden. It's not most of our food. And I raise animals, and that is not turned out to be most of our food either. We do get eggs, we get a lot of eggs, but most of our food is an exaggeration. I wish I could get there. That would be my goal, but I'm not there. And then the second thing is I was under the illusion that my kids would eat what I grew. All of them. And you wouldn't believe how hard it is to have a tough germination in the fall, nurture spinach, get it on the plate, get it cooked, and have your 7-year-old say, "That is not going into my mouth, Mom." Okay, yeah, that's very disturbing on so many different levels. It is. I'm sorry, but yep, that's definitely not how it turned out, how I thought it was going to turn out. Okay, another thing that surprised me was the time it was going to take to process the food. That yummy, fresh, amazing food. Sometimes you have a lot of it, and it takes some time to get it fresh, wash it, cook it. It also takes some time to preserve it. If you have a huge crop of, say, beets for instance, yeah, it takes time to process that. I knew it would be hard to grow the food. I knew that would be a challenge. I knew that would take time, but definitely did not think about the time it would take to actually get it on the table or in the pantry. So yeah, one of those things about homesteading that just was not what I thought it was going to be. All right, number 4 is raising. I thought, I was under the belief that raising rabbits would really work out for me. That I could provide a lot of my meat for my rabbits, and I would be able to sell a lot of them, and then, you know, cut the cost of raising them. Oh wow. It's getting crazy out here. Okay, the one word I have to say to you about raising rabbits is coccidiosis. yeah, if you don't know about it, it is the #1 enemy to raising meat rabbits in an urban homestead, I believe. Educate yourself. Look it up. Coccidiosis. I did a video about it, but and I'll leave a link to that. But yeah. So that did not turn out the way I thought it was going to at all. The 5th thing about homesteading that I really thought was gonna work out, and the reality was much different, is that I thought we would be a family team. I really thought I could inspire my kids to do some chores for the homestead, and well, they spend a lot of time with me in the garden, and my princess, I'm so thankful she films for me, so that is awesome. Well, that happens. It's my baby. I do the chores, I do the grunt work. My boys will help me if I really need help, and I ask them, and they can make time in their busy schedules, and that's not very often. And I really thought my husband would kind of get into homesteading. When we first married, we both wanted to live on a farm. We both thought, and we probably had unrealistic ideas of what it would be like to live on a farm, the work involved. So we probably had a romantic idea of what it would be like to live on a farm. I think I really enjoy the outdoors. I even love storms. I enjoy the outdoors, and I love being with the animals. I love gardening. I just soak it up. I love it. For me, it's stress relief. I'm an introvert, so it kind of exhausts me to be around people. I love people, don't get me wrong, but it just tires me out. So, definitely thought that my husband would really get into homesteading, and that has not been the case at all. So that is something that I think that's the biggest thing that's hard for me about homesteading, just to be serious for a moment. And I love him, and he makes a good living for us, and he works hard, and he is a faithful, amazing husband, amazing man. He is a good father, walks with the Lord. Yes, I mean, I don't follow him at all, but it's just something that I thought we would do together, and that has not turned out to be the case, sadly. So, and I keep kind of thinking that that will change, and it just really hasn't. And it's been, I've been doing this a long time. So it's coming on 10 years that I've really been working hard at this. So I'm not sure that's going to change. And I don't know if it's healthy to want somebody to change. You know, I think we need to be loved for just who we are. Okay, another thing that surprised me that I thought would turn out one way, and it did not turn out that way at all, was having a homestead dog. That has been, well, I love her, and the kids love her, and I'm willing to give up the rabbits if I have to keep her. She's amazing, and I get a lot of love from her, but it's a challenge. Oh my word. And I really thought I could train her, and I still might be able to. I haven't given up on that yet, but it is really a challenge to have a homestead dog introduced, even as a puppy and even as a shepherd mix. I thought that would all kind of go together in my favor, but that has been really hard to have her introduced to the homestead and have her coexist with the animals. So she rushes at them, she scares them. I lost one rabbit, I think, because he just ran around in his cage so much and he banged himself or had a heart attack or something. So that has been a challenge. I'm still working with her. It's taken a lot more time because if I don't keep her worn out, she is really, really mischievous and she likes to scare the animals. So that takes time. It takes time walking her, throwing a tennis ball for her, going to the dog park and wearing her out. It all takes time. So, yeah, that's kind of something that I hoped it would work out, and then it didn't really work out, although there are good points to it, I have to say. Not getting rid of the homestead dog. Not even thinking about it. This morning I hear one of my kids say, "Mom, why is there a chicken at the door? The back door?" Okay, so here she is. Yep, there she is. You'll never guess what she wants. She likes to go in the front yard and lay her egg there. So apparently she's going to come to my back door and ask to be let out because there's a lot of water over there. Probably kind of doesn't want to wade through that. I think this is a codependent relationship. I think I'm enabling her because at some point she's going to get caught by the dog in this journey to lay her egg in the front coop. And then she's not gonna like that. So I think I'm enabling her, but here goes. Come on, Frills. Come on, girlfriend. I am not picking you up. I am not picking you up. You're gonna have to wade through some cold water, girl. Come on. Come on. I know what you want. I know it's cold. It's the next day and it's still raining. Oh my, it's been raining a long time. We're really flooded out. The animals are sick of it. I'm getting sick of it. Yeah. So the sixth thing on my list of things that I thought would really go one way and didn't really go that way at all with homesteading is the Affordable Care Act. So please don't think I'm going political on you. I am not. There's a point to this. You have to wait for it. So when they passed the Affordable Care Act, ironically, I could no longer afford to have insurance because our insurance went up so much, it tripled in cost, that somebody had to be dropped, and that ended up me because I'm the healthiest. So it's been 3 years without insurance. I'm going to say the penalty on my taxes was not even close to the amount a policy would have been for me to get for myself on the marketplace or otherwise. So I know people are going to be helpful and they're going to leave comments like, try this, try MediShare, try I did this. Okay, well, I've looked at them all, and just to be honest, when that rise in the insurance costs happened, there's nothing left. There is nothing left in our budget at the end of that for me to get health insurance of any kind. I mean, it would need to be free, and it's not. My blogging goal when I started 3 years ago was to make enough income to, yes, I would love to stay home with my family, but I really wanted to provide myself with some insurance. Monthly insurance, so that I could get health care when I needed to. And that has not happened. So ironically today, I just went to a clinic. I finally, came up with a health concern that really is not going away, and it's a little bit of a health scare. So I went to a clinic just today to see if I qualified for, it's a ministry called Healing Hands Ministry, and just to see if I qualified for some health care. Because, and I'll let you know in the videos, probably nothing, hopefully it's nothing. And I'll let you know if it's nothing or if it's not nothing in a future video. So anyway, so I did that today, so that's good. But so I joined the ranks of people without insurance, and it's not fun, and it's not easy, and I really don't like to accept, I would say, charity from people. So blogging, I really wanted to provide my own insurance, and that has not turned out the way I thought it would. So my point about that being part of homesteading is that I started homesteading because I didn't have money to feed my family, basically. We were not meeting our food needs. I said, God, I can't feed them. We can't feed them. What do you want me to do? And he said, let's grow some food. And that was the start of the beautiful community garden. So, you have to understand that at the time I had a little toddler. I just had a baby, and it would have eaten up my whole salary in daycare if I had gone back to work. So with that in mind, I prayed to God, and I was like, again, how are we going to do this? And he said, let's grow this. let's grow some food. So my point being that I started homesteading for those reasons, but I started sharing my story for many reasons, because I want to inspire others that it's possible. You know, you can do this. You can grow food for your family. And then I love writing, so I started blogging first. I love writing. It's just my passion. It makes me feel alive. I really enjoy a good story. Put it all on video about a year ago, and one reason was because I wanted to make some sort of an income at home. I wanted to stay at home and do what I love and inspire others and make a small side income that would enable me to keep homeschooling. So that is one thing about homesteading that didn't turn out the way I thought it was going to. And I know a lot of you don't share your story. I know a lot of you don't blog, but some of you do. And some of you maybe are just starting out and are fooled by some of the things that I was fooled by. For those of you that maybe are starting a blog, and maybe those of you that just don't know, how do you earn a living with blogging? Well, one way that, you know, you follow the tutorial and, you know, you start your blog, and they tell you that if you provide good content and consistent content, that is the winning combination. You will start making a living. So I think I'm just going to say right now, for those of you who are starting out, that is not true. You have to sell yourself, and you also have to sell ad space on your blog, and you have to sell something, an ebook, a membership area. You have to sell yourself, so you have to be a salesperson, which I am not particularly good at. I'm a good homesteader. I hope that I'm a good writer. I hope I'm a good storyteller, but I am not a salesperson, nor have I ever been. And so first you have to overcome the computer side of it, which is sometimes very difficult, because like I said, I'm a writer. I am not a computer whiz, so I couldn't afford to hire one, that was for sure. So God was very gracious and sent some people my way that have been helping me out, and then I've learned a lot. There's been a lot of tears and a lot of frustrating time. So I found myself on this roller coaster of producing good content and now videos, and I don't have time to sell myself. And being on social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, it takes time. It takes a lot of time to work all those different angles, and just to get yourself out there, to get your name out there, to get your blog out there, to work the media to get your blog out there. Well, I found that to be very difficult. That has been something that I thought would happen one way, and it totally, you know, did not turn out that way. So, one thing is, your family is not going to understand that you're blogging and you're on the computer a lot. They're not going to understand that at all. So you're going to have to make it very clear to them what your goals are, and then when those goals don't pan out, yeah, I'm going to say they're not going to get it. So that's been difficult. That's been really difficult, all the way from my husband sitting me down and telling me, time into this, what are you getting out of it? How much are you getting paid an hour? You know, he's very practical. Understand that. That's very good. For my kids wanting me to spend time with them when I needed to work for nothing. So, yeah, that is a struggle. Now, on the upside, I have learned tons from it. I have learned how to write. I found my voice. I think there's probably a book in me. I've started a children's book series. So I've learned to overcome things I'm not good at, like computers. I have become determined. That kind of ends my list of things about homesteading that I thought would turn out one way. Woo, I almost fell in a mud hole. I thought would turn out one way and really, really didn't. So, what about you?
You know, I would love to end this on a good note, but like I said, my cup is half empty right now. I just feel like all we can go is up from here. I just feel like this is the muck and the mire of homesteading for me. And I hate it. I hate slogging around in the muck and the mire of life and homesteading. And I don't know if, I think a lot of people honestly will be thinking, okay, this video is just not for me. You know, click, move on. That's fine. Just move on, you know. That's where I am right now. I'm just kind of stuck in the muck and the mire of homesteading and just having a tough time getting out. So how about you? Is there something about homesteading that you could share in the comments? Something that you thought was going to turn out one way, and I mean, you put all your hope in that. Or, you know, you put some hope in that. And then it did not turn out at all like you thought it was going to. So if you would leave me just something in the comments about that, I would really be encouraged. And likewise, if you like my videos, you know, subscribe to my channel. They're not all a muck in the mire. A lot of them, I have a lot of fun and I really enjoy myself. And I have learned, one thing I've learned about this whole journey, homesteading and capturing my journey, is determination. I am a very determined person and I don't give up easily. And I'm not sure that was always the case, and when I feel the power of the Lord behind me, I just think, you know, if the Lord is for me, who can be against me? And that nothing's going to stop me. So I'm just going to continue until He says stop. So He hasn't said that yet. So I'll let you know if and when He does. So signing off on this rainy day, and blessings to you. I hope your homestead dreams are coming true. It's a very fulfilling journey, but just right now I'm seeing the downside of it, and the mud and the mire and the muck. Probably there are other people like me at the end of winter that are just you know, hanging on for spring, and sometimes it's hard to just keep your head held high until spring comes. So blessings. Bye. And bloom where you're planted.
Putting these eggs in my pocket. That might be one of the homesteading things that doesn't turn out like I hope it will. But I'm hoping that they don't get broken on my way inside.